Good morning, good morning. How you doing? Still in this book. Can't remember the title of it. I'm looking at it now. Power of Awareness. It's like my little Bible. Just went blank then. Do you like them? They're just about hanging on in there, aren't they? So this chapter, again I asked what should I talk about this morning? And this one is beautiful. Chapter 14, The Effortless Way. Wouldn't you just love life to be easy? I don't know how many times you've heard me say this, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's repetition that will actually change things. You know, if we totally believed in what we said, then we wouldn't have to keep saying it over and over again. But what do we say with conviction? Let me ask you that. What is it you say with conviction? We complain with conviction. We criticize with conviction. We judge with conviction. Yeah? But then when it's something that we want, we go, oh, I wish I could have. Wouldn't it be lovely if? There's no conviction there. You don't say it with your heart, yet you complain with your heart. This is the effortless way, is believing in the assumption of the wish fulfilled from your heart and knowing it to be true. But sometimes we don't just get there so easily. We've got to say them over and over and over again. The principle of least action governs everything in the physics from the path of the planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Therefore, in moving you from your present state to the state desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. Least action and the psychological equivalent is mere assumption. The day you fully realize the power of assumption, you discover that it works in complex conformity with the principle. It works by means of attention minus effort. Thus, with least action, through an assumption, you hurry without haste and you reach your goal without effort, because creation is finished. What you desire already exists. But how many times are we using so much effort to make things happen? Like there's 4 levels of manifestation, four levels of way to live this life. Yeah, the first one is everything happens to you. So we're the victim of fate. That's it. It just happens to me. Good morning, Henry. So if you live like that, then you're constantly being an effect in this world rather than being the cause. So the next level of manifestation of living is that life happens by you. And that's where you're the manifester. You're using your will externally in the outside world and your effort. So remember the law of cause and effect. One of the most important law, you're the cause. Everything else is an effect. But that's messing around in effects. So then you become an effect and you're working and changing effects and everything out here. And remember that it is evidence of past thought. So you're messing around with the past whenever you're messing around with effects. That's why we get exhausted by the time people are 50, 60. We're just so tired, complaining of being tired because we're using our will externally, changing things already manifested. So the next one is the law of attraction. And that's where life happens for you. So that's when you realize that the world is here for your goodness. The world is here to make things happen for you. And if you can assume it and believe it, then you start to see things coming to you and go, oh my goodness, like, look at all the people out here in this world that helped me get my green balanced shake this morning. I didn't have to do anything to get it. How effortless was that? How effortless was it that I walked into the kitchen, I poured the water in here, put my green balance in here, 37 vegetables, effortless, completely effortless. Isn't that amazing? Like, isn't life just freaking amazing? Then life happens as you. That's when you really embody who you want to be, by being it, not by making it happen, but by being it. So we've got to be it first. Yeah? When we can be it first, then it starts to happen. Do you know, I remember this whenever I was working in corporate and whenever we were going for another job, that you had to, I used to say, this is stupid. It's almost like you have to be this job and be this person before you even get to the interview and do the work. That's exactly what life is. Yeah? You gotta prove it before you're gonna get it. It doesn't happen the other way around. We try to get it and then be it. So when I have the money, the car, the job, the wife, the husband, then I'll be happy. No, be happy first. You cannot have a happy ending with an unhappy journey. Even Cinderella, like look at her and her journey, yeah? She was happy in all her work. She knew there was something more. She didn't know what it was. And isn't it amazing that 1 minute that she was working as a servant, but then she was told that she was actually a princess. She didn't have to do anything different. She was already it, but she just wasn't acting it. She didn't have to prove anything, do anything. It was all done for her. She just followed it. Isn't that the effortless way? How awesome would that be? When you look upon the heart, you are looking at your assumptions. Assumptions determine your experience. Assumptions have the power of creative, objective realization. That's it. What are you assuming today? Are you assuming everything's happening to you and you've got no choice? Or are you assuming that everything is for you in this world and everything is for your greatness and everything is for life and for expansion? I mean, after all, you are life. You are the life that's in this body. So, and life itself is for fuller expression and expansion. So, what are you assuming today is going to happen? Do you assume the worst or do you assume the best? Now, when you look at another person about that, do you look at some people and go, yeah, well, they've always been like that and they're always going to be like that, and look what you get. You get the worst of them. But imagine looking at people and going, I want to see the best in them. I see the true identity of you. You are life itself. You are a beautiful soul. And look and see that everybody is just looking for love and looking for their own alignment. Can you see that in people? Because that's what you're doing. You're looking for love and alignment and acceptance and everything else. Can you not see that in the other person who may be critical, horrible, whatever it is that they're doing? When you can start to see the greatness in them. I remember reading books a long time ago called The Celestine Prophecies, and I think there's about 12 different books, and it's just, they were talking about when you look at people and to see their greatness will shine through. So remember, there's the thinker and the prover. You're thinking it. The outside world will prove it to you. What are you thinking? Just what are you thinking? Because you will get it proven. That's why there's no point in having an argument with somebody. Because whatever they're thinking, they will prove. If they think that you're horrible, you'll probably be horrible to them. Yeah? But don't you ever lose your standard of behaviour no matter what somebody thinks about you. Let them think it. It doesn't matter. I know who I am. I know from my heart who I am, so it doesn't matter what somebody wants to say about me. It's okay, because it's not about me. It would be about me if I let it affect me, but if it doesn't affect me, because I know who I am, so why would I be worried about what somebody else says? Can you be like that? The end of longing is being. Isn't that so true? We are what we seek already. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeking it if we didn't already have it, because we wouldn't know what it was. So we've already got it. So to stop the wanting and the wanting and the wanting, and to be it, to be it, to be it. Imagine the end of longing for anything. Can you imagine that? Wow. Isn't that freedom? Imagine the end of longing for anything. We still have desire to grow, but we know that it's there because I wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't already there. Because what would I be desiring? Remember, creation is finished. All that is, was, and ever shall be, world without end. It is here, right now. So picturing your desire without actually assuming the wish fulfilled is the fallacy and mirage of mankind. That's just daydreaming. You've got to involve your heart, people. Stop just thinking it and visualizing it. Imagine it. And imagination involves your heart. Get the feelings. You know, when I have a certain song that whenever there's a certain vision that I have, and whenever I play a song, wow, every single nerve ending I just get goosebumps all over. And that is me sending the message out to the universe that it's here. I can feel it. It is real. Yeah, so I know it spiritually, I know it energetically. It doesn't matter that it's out there. That's the sacrifice. Forget about the outside world. Stop rising and falling to stuff in the outside world. It's just energy and it's evidence of past thoughts. Stop leaning out there. You know, in the Bible, continually Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within. He never once said that there's a big man outside there holding the earth up and to look outside. He continually said the kingdom, heaven is within. So why are we looking outside for stuff? Why are we looking for heaven out there? When it's inside, he never ever changed that story. So listen, exciting things tonight because we've got Douglas Vermeeren, who's the movie producer of How Thoughts Become Things. So if you've watched The Secret, then you'll understand what this movie's about, because The Secret was telling us about that we are energy and that thoughts become things. And now this movie, How Thoughts Become Things, tell us how it's done. And so I've interviewed, if you look through my Facebook previous interviews of some of the cast, and I'm going to be doing a watch party on Facebook tonight. So get as many people as you can, 6:30 UK time, and we'll have Douglas Vermeeren in after, so you can ask him any question. So the technical side of this, I have absolutely no clue. I'll figure it out today. I've just said, yes, I'm going to do something and do it. Do you want to do that in life? Just say yes and then figure it out after. Yeah, I love the line in Star Wars when he said, did you think that was impossible? And who is it that said that? He says, I can visualize him, but I can't actually tell you the character's name. Is it impossible? And he goes, I never think anything's impossible until after I've done it. Yeah. So remember, Steve Jobs said, you cannot connect the dots going forward. You can only connect them going back. Stop trying to connect them going forward, because then that means you're just reliving the past. Set your visions up there. Let the magic happen and know that it's already here right now. It's just coming to you. In this physical environment, it's coming to you, but spiritually and energetically in your heart, you've already got it. Imagine living from there. You wouldn't care less what was happening in the outside world, would you? And you'd be free to see the solutions and answers to people's problems. You'd be able to help them and help yourself. But while you're in the midst of all the problems, we lose sight of everything, don't we, except the problem. Whereas if we can be up here in our energy and coming from our heart and love, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter, does it? So listen, join me tonight. It'd be awesome to have you, and chance for you to speak to Douglas as well from the movie. And you never know, we might have some other guest stars as well popping on. Who knows? I have a vision, imagination, use it. See ya. Thanks for joining me, by the way.